Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We invite you to watch the English news on Essential Television's General of the Night Province. Continuing the program of our 7th session of the 10th National Assembly, on May 30th, the National Assembly listened to the Chairman of Law Committee read a summary report on the expected 2025 Law and Ordinances Development Program, adjusted program for developing laws and ordinances in 2024. Accordingly, the National Assembly Standing Committee reports and requests the National Assembly to make additional adjustments to 8 law projects and 2 ordinances into 2024 program. If approved by the National Assembly, the 2024 Law and Ordinance Building Program will be carried out as follows. At the 7th session, passed 10 laws, including 8 laws that were commented on at the 6th session and 2 laws that were considered and approved according to the process at the session. 4 resolutions, including the resolution on value-added tax reduction and comments on 12 draft laws. At the 8th session of October 2024, we approved 12 laws which were commented on at the 7th session, give opinions on 12 bills. Submit to the National Assembly Standing Committee for comments and approval of 2 ordinances. For the 2025 program, the National Assembly Standing Committee reports and proposes to the National Assembly at the 9th session on May 2025 to pass 12 laws which were commented on at the 8th session, 1 resolution, give opinions on 10 bills. At the 10th session of October 2025, pass 10 laws which were commented on at the 9th session, assign the National Assembly Standing Committee to consider, according to its authority, additional projects to submit to the National Assembly for comments at the 10th session. Continuing the program to inspect equipment with strict labor safety requirements at businesses in Đồng Nai, on May 30th, a delegation led by Mr. Cao Yi Thái, Chief Inspector of Đồng Nai Department of Labor, War, Influence, and Social Affairs, conducted inspections at 3 companies, Thành Phú Phát Limited Company, Bình BFC Limited Company, both companies located in Thiện Tân Commune, Vĩnh Cửu District, and Chính Hào Limited Company in Biên Hòa City. The inspections revealed that the company had tested equipment requiring strict labor safety measures, and equipment was still within its usable period. However, some companies had not reported the use of such equipment to the Department of Labor, War, Influence, and Social Affairs, and that labor safety training needed improvement. The delegation urged these businesses to promptly address these issues, according to the Department of Labor, War, Influence, and Social Affairs, following the directive of Provincial Board Committee to implement Directive 42 of Prime Minister regarding the polar explosion at Bình Wood Production and Trading Limited Company in Vĩnh Cửu District. 2 supervisory teams were formed to oversee 21 enterprises that use equipment with strict labor safety requirements and to evaluate labor safety training for employees. For businesses found to have violations, the delegation will correct and make sanction documents in accordance with provision of law. The Ministry of Finance proposes to continue reducing the collection rates for approximately first fees and charges. Similar to 2023, the limitation period is from July 1st to the end of 2024, with reduction ranging from 10 to 50%. Among these, some fees and charges will be reduced by up to 50%, including licensing fees for establishment and operation of banks, which will be 50% of current fee, fees for operating construction investment projects, fees for operating technical designs, fees for operating construction cost estimates, fees for operating the issuance of international and domestic travel service business licenses, fee for operating the issuance of tour guide cards, and etc. Some fees proposed to be reduced by 10 to 30% include fees for exploiting and using environmental data, fees for airport and airfield franchise rights, fees for exploiting and using water resources managed by central agencies, and etc. Thus, from 2020 until now, the Ministry of Finance has continuously proposed to reduce fees and charges under its authority to support citizens and enterprises in overcoming difficulties. On May 30th, Chinese Defense Minister Tung Jun began an official visit to Singapore and participated in Shangri-La Dialogue, which is scheduled to take place from May 31st to June 2nd. In Singapore, Mr. Tung Chun had a meeting with host country defense Minister An Heng. Mr. Tung Chun and Mr. An Heng co-chaired the third Singapore-China Defense Minister Dialogue. At the event, the two sides reaffirmed the positive momentum in a bilateral defense relationship. The two sides also agreed to conduct the 6th Joint Military Exercise of two countries, a Maritime Cooperation Exercise 2024, between their navies in China this year. The two ministers also exchanged views on regional and global security issues. Mr. Tung Chun is scheduled to speak at a plenary session titled China's Approach to Global Security on June 2nd as part of Shangri-La Dialogue 2024, which is taking place from today until June 2nd. He will also meet with U.S. counterpart Lloyd Austin. This will mark the first direct dialogue between heads of defense agencies of China and U.S. in 18 months. On May 30th, the Israeli military launched a series of attacks across cities in occupied West Bank, resulting in a large fire in market in the city of Ramallah. The Israeli military attacked with live ammunition, threw stun grenades, and sprayed tear gas at multiple locations in the West Bank. According to local media, at least one Palestinian was injured by gunfire. One of the attacks led to a large fire at a vegetable market in Ramallah, a city of West Bank. Emergency rescue teams in Ramallah later extinguished the fire. The vegetable market in Ramallah is usually very crowded and puzzling. For some residents, it is their sole source of income. In addition to vegetable market, nearby buildings are also seriously affected and at risk of collapse. Israeli forces also raided several currency exchange offices in the area, seizing equipment, records, and arresting a number of employees. You have just watched the English news on Essential Television channel of Đồng Nai Province. Goodbye and see you again.